Lane assignments for men's collegiate novice B final. Lane 1, Orange Coast College. Lane 2, UC Santa Barbara. Lane 3, San Diego State University. Lane 4, UCLA. Lane 5, UC Irvine.
Orange Coast, UC Santa Barbara, San Diego State. Attention. Go.
And we have a start for the men's collegiate novice B final. Lane 1, Orange Coast College. Lane 2, UC Santa Barbara. Lane 3, San Diego State. Have some problems with the San Diego State crew. Caught some crabs there. Boat came to a stop and now they're back up and firing on all 8 cylinders. Early race leader here is University of California, Santa Barbara, UCSB in lane 2. Dark hull, yellow shirts, yellow blades, followed by Orange Coast College in lane 1. San Diego State in lane 3 in 3rd position. Novice crews with this wind and a little bit of chop having a little trouble with their blade work on the recovery. I think that's what occurred with San Diego State at the start. As we approach the 500-meter mark, the Gauchos from UC Santa Barbara, your race leader by 3 seats over Orange Coast. Orange Coast now making a move, pressing back, almost moving level with UC Santa Barbara. Santa Barbara coxswain now calls for a power 10, and they move back out to his 2-seat advantage. So at 500 meters gone, UC Santa Barbara is your race leader by 2 seats over Orange Coast College. 3rd position, open water astern, San Diego State. Santa Barbara striking the water at 35 strokes per minute, as is Orange Coast College. Orange Coast now pressing back, and they've pushed their bow ball into the lead. So as we come to the 750-meter mark, the Pirates from Orange Coast College, your race leader in lane number 1. by 2 seats over UC Santa Barbara. Third position is being held down by San Diego State. Stroke rates have come down a little bit, 34 strokes per minute for both of the lead crews. It continues to be Orange Coast, your race leader by 3, make it 4 seats over UC Santa Barbara. And San Diego State is in that third spot. Coming up to the halfway point, Orange Coast College now by 5 seats, make it 6 seats over UC Santa Barbara. Orange Coast rowing at 34.5 strokes per minute. The bow of their shell is going to penetrate the 1,000-meter mark in that first spot, followed by UC Santa Barbara. San Diego State is in third.
On the water, the men's collegiate novice B final. Lane assignments, Orange Coast College is in lane number 1. And after the 500-meter mark, they took over the number 1 position. Santa Barbara is in lane number 2. And in lane number 3, San Diego State University had a problem at the very beginning, caught a pretty serious crab and have been unable to recover since then. Orange Coast College on the lead, Santa Barbara in second spot, and San Diego State in third.
So you can pretty much guarantee that these student athletes are making probably their debut in a 6-lane event in a caliber race such as San Diego Crew Classic. They're pretty much probably going to be walk-ons, learning to row in college, and I'm thinking they're doing quite a fine job battling, especially between OCC and Santa Barbara.
Santa Barbara beginning to make a move on the outside in lane number 2 as they come on to Orange Coast College.
This is going to be quite a race between OCC and Santa Barbara. Orange Coast is a 2-year junior college, which is quite unique, and most of their student athletes go on and maybe move up to different colleges in the last 2 years of their eligibility.
Orange Coast College continuing to battle against Santa Barbara. Santa Barbara and Orange Coast College almost bow marker to bow marker now, as they cross the 1,500-meter mark in our 2,000-meter course. Open water back to San Diego State. The Aztecs took themselves out of it early with a problem with their oaring, and they have not been able to catch up. It is Orange Coast College and Santa Barbara almost neck and neck. About 300 meters to go. On the shoreline, Orange Coast College in the light jerseys and the gold shell. University of California, Santa Barbara in the gold jerseys and the dark colored shell. Santa Barbara beginning to bear in a little bit, and now running the risk of crossing over lanes. The two are neck and neck, bow marker to bow marker. Orange Coast College on the shoreline. Santa Barbara trying to catch up. Orange Coast College by about a half a bow length on the lead. Orange Coast College on the shoreline. They are coming up to a bow marker, and they have about a half a bow length lead. It is Orange Coast College along the shore. Santa Barbara continuing to fight it out as they now drop back about 2 seats as Orange Coast College has fought off the challenge at least temporarily. Orange Coast College along the shoreline. University of California, Santa Barbara made a furious charge to try to get back in it. Both crews on the wane right now and struggling to keep the oars in the water and the pace up, as Orange Coast College looks like they may have held off a challenge by the University of California, Santa Barbara, with San Diego State University still on the course. We're going to take a look early in this race and see what happened to San Diego State at the very beginning. As there goes the, whoa, he almost came out of the boat. We've seen that before. He valiantly gets it back in the water and gets the stroke back, and then loses it again, trying to get the oar out of the water to be able to get back into the rhythm. And now the correction is made, but unfortunately, too little too late. Hopefully the young man is not hurt, because boy, there is a tremendous amount of torque. On the screen right now is the gentleman who had the trouble, and although exhausted, hopefully is not hurt by the backlash of that oar. Had a brilliant row at the front of this race with Orange Coast College and the University of California, Santa Barbara battling it out in an outstanding finish that we've seen today in the men's collegiate novice B final. And like I said, we will certainly hope that the Aztec was not injured, because there is a tremendous amount of power coming off of those long oars and bouncing back. And luckily the young man did not get launched out of the boat, which we certainly have seen from time to time. But once again, it looked like Orange Coast College held on against University of California, Santa Barbara. The Gauchos